Hello everyone, it's me Probot again, and today I'm doing the first part of making a Half-Life 2 level renderer. Simple one in C and OpenGL, and the plan here is to be able to load the entire Half-Life 2, all the maps of Half-Life 2 at once, merge them as they are, as they should be connected, and see what it looks like basically. Last time I was doing the reading the necessary entities to be able to know what how our levels connected to each other, and today I will be continuing doing that, and hopefully today we'll be able to load several maps at once, position them, and yeah, and be happy about that. Once again, main language of the stream is English, but I can also read and speak Russian. This is my native language, Russian, and yeah, if you have any questions in Russian, you can ask me in Russian, and I will reply in Russian. Основной язык стрима на английский, как обычно, но я также отвечаю на сообщения на русском в чате по-русски. Да, так. Okay, so everything seems to be fine, and yeah, let me start remembering what I was doing last time. So here's the make, and I can see that this is some random map that I'm looking at, and it said that there are entities with target name, some entity with target name property set to this string, origin set to this, landmark property. So this is yet another entry. Okay, so this should be in BSP-C file. BSP-C. I probably over scrolled that. So this is the BSP read entity props, which basically parse an entity and fills its props here with some kind of string view, and then there are read entity info landmark and read entity trigger change level. So this is just what we were seeing there was just a debug output of this stuff. And at this point, I should start filling the internal structures of the. I think I will be managing them here. So BSP-C file is basically just load. Its task is to load one single BSP file, basically. And it should report its knowledge about other maps as just some kind of... this is a good question actually, how to do that the best way. So one option is to just have them applied here. So here the BSP load model context, which load BSP model, and I could just have a list of properties here as a BSP model, which this is like the cleaner way to do a proper like render, and something close to what game engine probably would do. I don't know, but But at this point, I don't actually need to store these properties. What I need to do is to let the overall, like let the loader, the program know where are this, what does it need to load basically. So I think I should pass some function here that is this is also interesting because trigger change level. So it has landmark, it has map. So when I do load a map, I need to know where does it have its where landmarks are positioned within the coordinate system of the map. And I also need to know which next maps should I load. So when I do load a map, after I have loaded it, so when this function returns, this function returns, and it, at this point I do know the BSP model. Now it's so I this is difficult to explain while I'm thinking in parallel. So when I do load single map, I don't care of anything. I just load it and position it at 0, 0, 0, and it's fine. When I load next map, I should know which second map do I need to load, and then I need to know where should I position it. And its position can be determined by the landmark. So when I load a map, I should get its landmark and find a corresponding landmark so one way to do that is to find a corresponding landmark in the list of known landmarks, and given this landmark position, like this origin within the map that is being loaded, I can position the map. But to do that, I need to know the landmark within this map, and I need to know it after I have loaded. Or I can just at this point I could just like, okay, when this map, when the next loading map reads a landmark, I can at this point just consult the list of known landmarks, and if I find the one with target name, I can just say that, okay, I will position this map at the loading time at this position. And that will be it. And when I load, and this will also this is slightly complicated because there it's possible to load landmarks in wrong order, and if I have a landmark that doesn't exist yet and map is not positioned yet, it will store the landmark with the wrong position, and next map will be broken. And trigger change level landmark. Probably I don't actually need a landmark here, like at all. Like whatever, I will just have landmarks positioned here, and I will just populate the list of maps to be loaded with the value that I get here. And that's it. So this is simple. I can just say that, okay, I will need to load next map and fill a list of maps to be loaded, and it doesn't need to know anything. So probably better way to do this would be actually to have this thing here, actually have a list of known landmarks. Yeah, so there's a string landmark name and origin as coordinates, and it doesn't do anything here, it just this seems to be the better way to do this. Okay, let's do this struct BSP landmark, which is I believe all the coordinates are integers, so I can just do like this, YZ origin, and target name, which is like char name, and I believe 32 is big enough. And I can just like define BSP landmark max name length, BSP landmark name length, does it work? Okay. This one, and define BSP max landmarks. I don't know, 8. I have never seen more than 3, I guess. So this is BSP landmarks, BSP max landmarks. I just don't want to deal with locations and stuff. Landmarks count. I can also make a list of maps to be loaded, but I don't think that is a good will be a good idea. Геккерка, привет. Да, что-то как-то народ вообще спит. И народу мало. Я вот как месяц не стримил, так что-то зрителей стало раза в 2-3 меньше. Ну и плюс у меня скукота, то есть сейчас ни шейдеры, никакая визуалочка. So one thing that I need to do here is just do some kind of function definition. Open source add map. Okay, add map, and this is just char. Не, BSP оптимизацию не сделал. Okay, map. Map name and map name length. Okay, and then I can just open source add map here, which is like props. Props 0. Okay. Anyway, props 1 value, props 1 value length, and this is basically ready. And for entities, it becomes slightly more complicated. Because I do need to token context. It would seem that I need to make an entity loading context here, which would contain spirit entities. So I need to pass the BSP model pointer to this function somehow. So let actually. So at this point, do I have one? Context model. Context model. So yeah, the best way would seem to just pass the context here. And which is okay, this is run ctx get next token. What load entity with entity info landmark, and yeah, ctx. This also gets this. What happened? I'm lost. Entity props. So yeah, this one, and Why? This one. And then here, do I actually clean the initialize context model? Okay, I should probably CTX model landmarks count set to 0. This looks like a sound initialization. So at here I need to just first check whether I have the landmark. Okay, struct BSP model CTX model landmarks count is equal to BSP max landmarks. Then, сорян, пацаны, нету памяти. And landmarks count increase. And here struct BSP model, not BSP model, BSP landmark, and obviously it should be a pointer. Model landmarks plus the model landmark count. And here I should store the Vulkan API. У меня в очереди, да, у меня книжка по нему лежит, которую я даже немного почитал. Алексей Андреев, привет. Ассемблеры знаю, да. Маленько. Не очень сильно. So first thing I need to do is to check whether I have enough memory for the string, for the landmark name length. What was that sound? Okay, have no idea. A landmark, not landmark, props, target name value length is greater than equal than size of landmark name. If it's greater than like that, this is stupid. Then also complain about memory, and here just name copy. Okay, string copy landmark name props 0 value length. Okay, I forget how my string copy works again. So yeah, I got the argument order wrong. Will not be null terminated. Okay, then I don't care about that function. Then memcopy it is. And here is the props value and value length and landmark name props 0 value length. This is pretty. Okay, we store the name of this thing, and the next thing we need to do is actually read the origin. And origin looks like this, which is like 3 assigned integer in a row. Sconf. 3 integers. I forgot about argument order. Yeah, so the first one is string. First one is string, then string format. So this is a bit. I believe it expects the 0 terminated string, null terminated. Can I tell it just to stop? Pointed by stir. Okay, so он прочитает 3 символа и остановится, но не совсем так. Дело в том, что может вылезти за массив. То есть, если, например, он найдет здесь цифру какую-нибудь, а дальше пойдет, дальше строка заканчивается и пошел мусор, он этот мусор будет благополучно читать и выйдет за границу массива. Okay, I will just fix me props 1 value is not null terminated summon. Let's hope that it will work for now. This is actually how like security issues, like this is a security issue potentially. But I don't care. Landmark origin X. I will do it like this. I and Z and if this thing isn't equal to 3, then just return BSP load result error file format. I can so yeah, probably it will be a good idea to complain about the exact reason here, which is why I started writing this. And yeah, I should do it like this and print. Print. Do I have a simple print? No, print landmark is too long. Name is too long. So yeah, I had this, yeah, this percent dot asterisk s. Oscars 1, 2, 3, 4, hello. So this is the same, right? Yeah. And then this is like props. Not props. This is I'm thinking about this one and writing it. This one is just print to many landmarks, and that's it. This one is about zero value length first, and then zero value, yeah, this one. В цикле по одному токену за раз не получится проверить, потому что все равно мы можем начать читать мусор. Проще, наверное, просто типа в памяти написать туда 0, потому что это память, которую мы можем писать. Но мне влом. So at this point I should just complain about, so this will have the same format here but with property 1, and error message will be like cannot read x, y, z from origin. Okay, and these, yeah, and that's it for this function. Then I need to return to this one. Open the BSPH as a reference and see what I do here. Where the BSP load world. So at this initialization function, I do load the map. This line box. Oh, and yeah. So probably I should just also implement this function right here. For now, it will just print the and the same story again with map name blame map name. This will just print this function, and here not here, here just do the side loop for the print landmarks. World spawn. Why the hell do you... I want... Okay. landmark count, and then g world spawn landmarks count, and plus, and then the same print %d percent s %d %d, and this will be okay. I will probably benefit from struct bsp landmark g world spawn landmarks plus I plus 1 lm name. Okay, this is simple. This is a null terminated string and it's simple. And then lm origin, why the hell, why, what, x lm origin, y lm origin, and yeah, so this should work. Oscar Z says, nice Vim conf. Thanks. It's a really simple one. Nothing fancy there. Just the you complete me completion, and like I don't actually remember what's there. I'm not a power user. I just like do some random crap from internet. Алексей Андреев задает вопрос. Пасму вопрос. Не понимаю, почему определение или умножение в dx пишется, а не в eax. Чё-то я тупой и смею писать в чате, отвлекать, простите, пожалуйста, не прощу. Ну, то есть нормально, можно писать в чате. За этим я его и читаю. Он не выводится на экран, потому что там какая-то беда глупая. Модуль для OBS падает. Хотя я его не пересобирал, ничего с ним делал, просто стал падать. Отвечаю на вопрос. Потому что API для 16-битного умножения или деления ничего не знает про C32-битные регистры eax. Ну, оно просто из другого времени. Только и всего. Поэтому вот так. И из соображений совместимости, соответственно, он не может делать по-другому. Потому что эти инструкции с этими кодами ожидаются, что они 16-битные и будут писать в dx, а не eax. So at this point, this should work, and it doesn't, because length compared between signed and unsigned. Okay, I need to fix that. Count of redefined. Count of. Okay. This is. 736. 736. So you don't like. Okay, this is obviously just that, and unused parameter ctx. So you don't like. What happened? Context. So this is like another context. You expect a pointer. You expect a pointer. Да, и варнинги. По-хорошему, вот в идеальном случае все собирается вообще с W error. То есть, чтобы варнинги были ошибками. failed at loading info landmark. BSP load result error memory. So it complained for something. Okay, I see what's the problem. This is stupid. Okay. And yeah, so it says that there are 2 landmarks with these positions. And it doesn't say about having any maps because... Okay, I do have a non-implemented texture format, which is interesting. Okay, this is another thing, and next map. So it has connections to 2 maps. This one and this one. Okay. This is good. So I need to do some bit of refactoring here because this function, this engine, so-called, doesn't support many maps at this point. So I need to write a function that loads maps. Also, I probably do need to load map. Let actually me look at what properties do we... entities, not properties. List of entities. List of entities. Player something. Okay, player entities. Player load saved. What? Load auto-saved game. This doesn't seem right. Game world spawn. Something that stores the non-interactive parts of a map on sites and mobile configuration. Versus static props. There can be only one. Okay, related entities. Ooh, I do want to read more of them. Okay, and key values. I do want to know how the world spawn looks like. Do they have an example here? Okay, what are the maps descriptions? Skybox chapter level fade, game type, new level unit. Detail. World is cold. Okay. Skybox. Yeah, I would love to load skyboxes at some point. Context. What is context? I have no idea what that means. What is info intermission? That players will float until they respond. Okay. Whatever. Light map generic. This is sometime later. Okay. Landmark. Target name. Origin. They don't even list origin here. Okay. Game zone player. What does this mean? Information. Info player start. Point and position information derived which player will spawn. If there is at least 000. Okay, I do want to load that. So next thing I will do is read entity props. Do I have what I want to do is to be able to dump some entity, because I have no idea what token it's made of. So let me just add a special. Hello there, Tsodin. Так, Гекарка пишет, landmark это триггеры перехода. Это не триггеры перехода, это связки уровней между собой. Идея в том, что две разных карты могут иметь landmark с одним названием. Один в одной карте находится здесь, в другой карте находится здесь. И чтобы все совпало, надо их стащить вот в одну точку. Таким образом я могу соединить все карты, и то, как оно делалось там в предыдущей версии. Ты с такими усами похож на Кевина Митника. Вот такие усы... пропуск в трусы. Вечер плохих шуток. Значит, ну да. что-то как-то... Как зрение попортилось. Я раньше вот вообще без очков был, и как бы, ну... Балбес и балбес, а с очками такой хипстер сразу стал. So here the function to dump BSP, read NTG and dump props. Token context, I don't need anything. Just return. I don't need this. I just need this to null and this is to 0. And then I can have a special code here that just dumps whatever there is. Like if not prop count, then just print the damn thing. А у меня вообще ничего не растет. Вот у меня на вчерашнем стриме была небритость 2-недельной давности. Так, здесь та же самая фигня. То есть у меня растет вот это вот, только вот здесь. Здесь вообще ничего не растет никогда. И это небритость, наверное, не знаю, 3-недельной давности. Это какая-то азиатская тема на самом деле, потому что там те же корейцы с японцами, они тоже какие-то в основном, то есть ничего нету. Вот тут что-то такое растет. У меня начальник таблетки для бороды пил, пишет ГКРК. Ну, в современном мире-то да. Ну и да, но вот это вот все хозяйство начало расти когда-то довольно поздно, там, годам, наверное, к 20. Что-то как-то все друзья уже там брились ежедневно несколько лет, а я такой, типа, ничего не растет. Ну и ладно, типа, весело, можно ничего не делать. Бритвы покупаю, типа, упаковку каких-то одноразовых вот этих быстрорастворимых бритв за... Там их несколько штук, не хватает на несколько лет их. Ну, то есть я купил их там пару раз всего в жизни. Сотин пишет, все, я теперь азиат. А ты, кстати, откуда? Хочется быть хардкорным, бородатым хацкером. Есть это, можно же делать там свитер какой-нибудь. Это. Наклеивать. В общем, да. Okay, I wanted to actually do things. Load NTG world spawn. The thing is, there some way. Currently, when I load the level geometry, I don't do it necessarily correctly because there are some extraneous geometry that shouldn't be there. And to do it correctly, I must find a starting point of the BSP tree, which will have the entire level without any random crap. And this as if I remember correctly, it is stored somewhere in the world spawn entity, but I'm not sure. And this I want to find out. And another thing that I wanted to do is info player start. Info player start. So let's see how this works. World. What is this? World max means max props can reach chapter title, response con whatever, light, fog end, fog start, fog deer, fog call. Okay, I can do fog. Fog blend, fog enable, default team, new unit, game title, start max range, sound, sky name. Sky name I do want. Class name, world spawn, okay. Okay. Ты тоже из Новосибирска? А ты не поедешь в эту субботу на Е2.4? Алексей Андреев пишет: бриться за звездочковает. Вы чё? Ну, да. В общем, не бриться прикольно. So I do have the world spawn, but I don't have info player. I do have info player start, which is origin. And so yeah, these origin coordinates are not integers, they're floats. I will need to fix that. Okay, let me fix that. I thought that they are integers because I never seen floating point values before in this. Okay. Е2.4, у них какая-то тусовка там будет про старые компы. Я не очень в курсе. Но вот я собираюсь туда съездить. Алексей Андреев пишет: у Новосиб там аналоговые ПК остались, нам декан рассказал, как они мгновенно дефуры решают, но на них нельзя смотреть видосики и в доту играть. Я про такое не слышал, если честно. Честно говоря, я не очень люблю на всякие тусовки ходить, пишет Содинг. Понимаю. Но у меня как-то вот с возрастом внутренний интроверт и аутист, в общем, маленько как-то в корчах. Лет 10 назад я бы вообще никуда не пошел. Forget all. I will forget sometime. Likely not today. So what did I want to do? I wanted to fix the format here to like this. What is this? No, like this. Преобразование int float. Очень тяжелые операции, спрашивает ГКРК. Ну не то чтобы, но неприятные. Содинка, ты с какого района? So I need to player норм район. Okay, why the hell? I do have like AVEC to F origin, and I can also do AVEC 3F player start as well. Okay, whatever. I don't actually want to do this right now. And this is vec 3, obviously. R3. And in world spawn, I couldn't find anything useful for the map geometry. Not sure. This is fun. This is good geometry right there. Like for some reason, the level exporter thought that this is visible. Okay, whatever. Skybox, да, но Skybox там нужно поддержать эти environment map, по-моему. Короче, там нужно пописать код, который я не хочу сейчас писать, и я доберусь до этого еще. So let's leave it at that. Info player start. I wanted to do this, but next thing. So what I do want to do now is to actually start loading many levels. For this, I need to define the structure. Let me say map, just a map, and it will have a name, char, max, map, name, and whatever, name, and it will have this, and it will have PSP model, and it also probably should have this position AVEC 3F origin, not origin but offset. Кринтью, привет. ГКРК, а сложно будет добавить хождение по уровню? Типа нужно, наверное, реализовать коллизии, силы или еще что-то. В простом варианте можно будет просто коллизии с брашами. Ну, то есть даже не с брашами, а с этими. С плоскостями. And then I need to do a separate function to okay, I need to define maps count, something like this probably. Which is like, no, there's no more world spawn. What is model? What the hell is model? I don't remember. Struct map, maps, max map count, and integer maps count. А нас Разик, hello world. So what I want to do is static BSP load result load map with conjure name. Index. And this thing should do, and this, okay, I'm thinking in parallel, and load all maps. And index and struct a collection, and load maps is on struct a collections. And I will just move in this in its entirety. Okay, model is identity. Okay, fine. And this will collection, stack persistent, stack temp, and not G world spawn, but G. I will need this maps. Index model. This will load was result cannot map print load map. Okay, struct map is G maps index. This is basically map model. This is map name. Map rows count. Map name. And G, okay. Replace G world spawn with map this. Кринчу спрашивает, а этот рендер заведется на Orange Pi? Приобрел, хочется потестить. Ситуация с Orange Pi и всеми другими платами под Linux, маленькими платами для Linux, кроме Raspberry Pi, такая, что у них все очень плохо с OpenGL. Broadcom для чипа на Raspberry Pi единственные, кого я знаю, кто зарелизил нормальные драйвера, которые работают, часть которых даже open-source, вот, которых все хорошо. Конкретно про Orange Pi не знаю, и не скажу, что прям везде все поломано, ничего нет. Есть какие-то ребята, которые пытаются сделать open-source драйвера, реверс-инженерить или там бинарные как-то притягивать там с Android или откуда-то. И может быть это и работает, но это все приключения. Я сколько не искал других всяких плат под Linux с OpenGL, там все плохо. Если на Orange Pi все нормально... давайте, кстати, выясним. Orange Pi, OpenGL, Orange Pi, OpenGL, Mali GPU, Common Issues. Orange Pi. Окей. Судя по всему, тут есть... Ну вот, как бы, есть немножко муравейников, в которых можно, значит, потыкаться пенисом, чтобы все заработало. О, вот так. Вот так. OpenGL ES на Raspberry Pi работает. Вулкана там, естественно, нету. Там на Raspberry Pi OpenGL ES 2, причем такой очень-очень-очень без экстеншенов, так сказать. Ну, там есть экстеншены, они очень слабенькие. Вот эти ребята используют какой-то неофициальный драйвер. То есть вот это, я все помню такое. Какая-то поделка непонятного качества, ничего не могу сказать. То есть, ну, если работает, то классно, но, в общем, непонятно. Траблы с Ryzen и Linux. Давно, кстати, не смотрел. AMD. Ну, самим Ryzen пофиксили, это какая-то аппаратная проблема была, у них более поздние ревизии чипов вроде как нормальные, без ошибок. Без конкретно той. А там была какая-то Threadripper, KVM, PCI, там какая-то была. Threadripper broken on Linux for PCI pass-through, окей. One update time. Тут ничего нового. Так, sort by new. Basically, no new messages. Никаких новостей нормальных нету. Не знаю. Не знаю. Я все жду, пока пофиксит. Я себе хочу закупиться Threadripper'ом этим и гонять на нем виртуалки, но вот единственное, для чего он годен, пока на нем нельзя делать. Okay, load maps. Load maps should... so this one should load everything fine, and finally it should do like this, load that equals to 1. And this one should do for int I equals 0 if while I less than maps count plus I what the hell, and load map collection, and that's it. This is what this function does pretty much. I'm not even sure why I have it. Probably, yeah, I should get rid of it and do some error checking here. Like if if this function failed, then it's probably AF terminate -2 or something. We do have such an error. Okay, this and return BSP load result success. And this will just load maps whatever maps there are. And yeah, probably before doing that, I need to init. Okay, I need for consistency check. Pin add map. This is basically this setup. Okay, yeah, so I should do like this. Maps count 1 G maps 0. Why don't you 0 G maps name, and here is and CPY map name map size of G maps name. Okay, mem set G maps size of G maps. This one is my -1. If there's no item on the first n bytes of SRC, the string placed in test will not be null terminated. Then the termination null. Okay. We waste basically 1 byte here, but whatever. This is unnecessary. So yeah, we set the map. And what we do here is we just G for I less than G maps count. This is basically n square, but I don't care. G maps if stir and CMP. G maps I name stir and CMP compare, yeah, the same. Map name length. If it equals 0, then we basically return add the new map to the queue. Yeah. ЕКРК пишет: интересно, почему на Android похожие микросхемы, как на микрокомпьютерах с нормальными драйверами OpenGL. Я не очень понял этот вопрос. Если на Android подразумевается, что на Android нормальные драйвера на OpenGL, то это не так. На Android очень все плохо с OpenGL. Ну, то есть он там есть, он там даже как-то работает, но люди в индустрии просто как бы кровавыми слезами плачут от того, насколько все глючное. So this one here is so if we got to this point, it means that this map wasn't encountered before, and we should add it. So if first check if we have space for it. If maps count is greater than equal map count, then we just complain that not in no slots left for map, and this this what this for map this and return. Next thing, if map name length greater than equal max map name length, then yeah, again is too long. Map name is too long. And at this point we have everything in place, and we just can maps gmaps count name star cpy. Okay, I can just mem copy from map name. It's this maps array is 0 initialized. Name length and map name length should be at least 1 byte less than the name. And then we just do g maps count. So it just loads maps, and then we can do what? And at this point we can try to load it. Okay, we can't. So you don't like AVIC 3 you don't like. Okay, that's because you what? You need struct, and you need struct. Okay, this and this is I think AVIC3F you what the hell? The same thing here. What was the line number? Oh no, the wrong file. Yeah, struct and make. This. Okay, this is for model. So yeah, map should be replaced by map model dot, and yeah. This is wrong. This payload world spawn. Yeah, and you should get the name from map name. This Fluft, hello. I need another argument, like I do need to fill this with zeros, right? I'm set, and then you don't like the G world spawn in. Ah, yeah, this is why I thought about reading the info, player info, whatever entity, because I don't want to handle this crap. Okay, if we got to this point, basically we do have at least one map. So this I will need to replace the world spawn with map 0 or maps 0 model. What? World spawn. What? This one. Yeah, something like this. And yeah, basically I need to update rendering. So here I need to go through all the maps and what I'm doing, maps count plus I and G maps I model and yeah, this and this and this and struct map is G maps plus I, and then this becomes just map model, and this becomes map model, and this becomes not like that. Map model draws. Let's see. Segmentation fault. That is interesting. That is something new. So let us limit at 8 maps. Okay, so the thing is not with the render. First thing that I want to do is actually I do need to skip maps that aren't loaded. If not map loaded, then continue. This isn't probably it. Okay, so do I have debugging in place? Yes, I do. Do I have debug tool, run tool? Tool. Let's see. So what happens here seems to be like what I was talking about. F4 set print pretty yes. Props origin. Target name. Start active. So here's a prop. Here's a landmark entity which doesn't have origin, which is interesting. Like what the hell? And a fix for this would be Nasarazik asks, what do you prefer, GLFW or SDL, and why? Actually, neither. I use my own OpenGL initializer and cross-platform wrapper. No, I don't like both of them. I did have like some silly issues with SDL. One point that was kind of important for me is SDL. I don't like their nature of like doing me initializing a window. My wrapper here works another way. It does the entire initialization, and only after it created a window and created an OpenGL context, it passes control to the user function that is being written. Like this one is called after all this stuff is done. So I don't have to write each time like main SDL, like what was it called? I don't actually remember. Open with or something. Nothing like that. I just set up function callbacks here somewhere. Yeah, so I do like have resize, callback, paint, and keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. And this kind of design allows me to easily port this application to like mobile platforms, which have completely different initialization routine. Like tried porting SDL application to iOS. And yeah, it's not like it can be done like within several hours. I think like maybe like if you're experienced with it like within like half an hour or something, but it's not like the best thing in the world. But this one, if I If at some point I end up implementing iOS stuff, this will be just, okay, this is a single function. The C source will be basically the same. So yeah, what I need to handle here is empty strings. If it doesn't have anything, those strings, then I can't read it. Okay, info landmark. If it ended up reading it successfully but don't have all the props, so if props, okay, for int I count of props if prop I value null or prop I value length equals to 0, then I should complain that print is empty, skipping this landmark. Prop I name return BSP load result success, even though it isn't a success at all. Okay, this is not prop, this is props. Cannot load map. No visible faces found. D2 prison 07. No visible faces found. That is something new. Can I just skip this level? Load map. So I can't skip the first map, but I can skip other ones. Anastatic, for example, 4K, 64K interest coders create their own framework without extra leaps. Yeah, basically, 4K is a special case because you don't have, like, you need your initialization be as simple and small as possible. And yeah, you can't use anything besides, like, there's like 3 or 5 functions that you call to create a full screen window with OpenGL. So this did load like 8 levels, but didn't position them correctly. I think I can max map. And for 64K enters is basically the same, but you do you can make your initialization a bit better by like checking for errors and doing some stuff. But yes, SDL is still out of the question because it's like a few hundred kilobytes. Okay, I believe this should load the entire Half-Life to maps, but don't position them correctly yet. It's taking so slow because it can't load a lot of materials and complains about them. Otherwise, oh crap. This looks bad, and this looks bad, like it probably crashed my GPU driver, and if stream goes offline, then this was it. This is it. I think you'll see when I quit this application, you will see some glitches in my screen or something. Yeah, because this shouldn't happen. Like, it's static. I did have similar problems with something. Okay. I will need to find a way to handle that. Because if it crashes my driver every time I try to load this level, then it's not good. Okay, so let's hope that it didn't crash the driver. This is interesting. And continue with fixing levels positions. Okay, so far, let me look at this thing here. Okay, no kernel panics or whatever. GUI трудно делать. Гикарка пишет, можно начать делать потихоньку GUI для этой лузы. Вот я говорю, что GUI, наверное, делать трудно, и, наверное, я даже не знаю, зачем он там может быть нужен. So, first thing that I want to do is change makefile to map D1 train station 01. I believe that was the name, and then I can just map and specify map. This is the first thing. What was that? Nothing bad. Hardhast, привет. Что думаешь про Rust? Он может быть заменой CPP или это ерунда все? Что я думаю про Rust? Первое, я его не знаю. А второе, я начал читать книжку по нему и хочу сделать пару пэт-проектов на нем, один из которых я даже хотел постримить, но, видимо, чуть позже. И тогда как бы иметь какое-то полноценное мнение. Из того, что я слышал в индустрии, проект интересный, на нем можно действительно писать штуки, которые, для которых традиционно нужны кресты. Но есть проблемы. Первая проблема, он дико медленный, в смысле компиляции. То есть сам код вроде нативный, все нормально. А вот компиляция дико медленная. И вторая проблема это то, что, ну, просто, как это называется? Забыл, как называется, но, в общем, смысл в том, что на нем просто программистов меньше, он менее распространен, и вот эта вот вся инертность, потому что все типа на крестах. Даже если типа он однозначно был бы лучше крестов, все равно займет какие-то десятилетия, прежде чем он там, ну, будет такой же. Вот. Но из того, что, в общем, до меня доходит, да, его имеет смысл изучать. Цодинг может сказать, если он еще не сбежал со стрима, а вот он стримит, значит, всякие поделки на расте, вот он может сказать свое мнение. На своих стримах он дико его ненавидит, плюется, но вот непонятно, это часть, значит, сценического образа или это действительно гнев, ненависть, боль. ГКРК пишет, чтобы было удобно просматривать ресурсы и отлаживать то, что уже рендерится. Возможно, но для этого не то чтобы сильно нужен GUI. Я подумаю, там, по крайней мере, какой-нибудь дебаг, типа сколько чего, какой где уровень. Такое, может быть, можно было бы сделать, но сильно потом. Так. Okay, let me make a quick break, like 2 or 3 minutes, and I will return to positioning the levels. Okay, I'm back. Алексей Андреев, какой часовой пояс? Новосибирское время. Сейчас в Новосибирске 12:30 ночи. Я думаю, я еще постримлю полчасика и все. Okay, map positioning. I don't need to touch BSPC anymore. I don't care about it. I need to, however, fill this offset. And this offset is filled like this. Whenever a map loads, if we got at this point, we do this thing. So if index isn't equal to 0, we do this. For I is less than g maps count, like for all maps. If map uploaded it, and then uploaded it int j equals to 0. If index is not 0 and map model landmarks count not equal to 0, map model landmarks landmarks count j and j less than. So for all maps and for all landmarks, whenever I find a landmark, so if star cmp map struct bsp landmark if map loaded 1 and okay, struct map and this is constant g maps plus I map 2 and map 2 model landmarks count not equal to 0 if there are landmarks to read. So there will be a lot of nested loops. So BSP landmark landmark 1 is map model landmarks plus j, and it's obviously also const. Or I don't remember the right order of these. Let's hope this will work. And for int k equals to 0, k is less than map. Okay, I can just do this, and do this, and do this. Map model landmarks count. Okay. This is horrible. Plus k if stars cmp m1 name m2 name 0, then and it is not maps count, it is index. We should look only at previous maps, not this one. Yeah. So this one offset is AVEC 3F. So we want to position this map relative to the map 2. So this is add map to offset, and this AVEC 3F sub M2 origin, M1 origin, if I believe correct, if and yeah, at this point our search is done. Okay. This could be optimized if a map, while it is being loaded, I could have just, if we spend some memory and effort at storing landmarks at some separate place, then we could just find it and store it. But I don't think that this is affects performance much. There are only several dozens maps which like a few hundreds landmarks, and well, maybe just 100 of landmarks. What I need to do here is to print how maps loaded. %d, and this is not true because we might have skipped some. Anyway, so now we do have hopefully correct offset. I'm not sure about the M2 and M1 order here. Yeah, have no idea what's going on there. This is a simple like vector math, and I'm stuck. Now we need to pass it to rendering. So let's open render ash and try to figure out what can be done about that. So render model draw, and it's just it expects a full matrix. Okay, it expects a full matrix. I think we can give it the matrix by okay, the easiest place to handle this would be actually render model draw. View projection. Okay, we need to Center the forward. Model. Do we use this model anywhere? Model. No, I don't think so. So this goes away. And I also want to load first like 16 maps. No, let's limit it at 8 for now. I think this should be a command line argument. Смотрите, что можно прочитать по параллельному программированию. This one, but вот эта книжка, не знаю, перевели на ее на русский или нет, я прочитал из нее очень немного, это полный взрыв мозга. Она такая, типа, вот в очень строгом математическом смысле там, но это считается прям высший пилотаж. Если хочется простого введения, то есть... Наверное, недалеко где-то. Сейчас. Вот такая книженция. Она довольно обзорная. Ну, в общем, основы можно из нее всякие подцепить. И сразу с прицелом на кресты. View projection. So I have a view G camera view projection. F0. What is this? Хардхас пишет, на Firefox перешел, да, перешел. Что-то... я же на Gentoo сижу. И у меня, соответственно, все собирается из исходников. И я перешел на Firefox в тот момент, когда для сборки хрома вдруг начал требоваться Node.js. Вот такая история. Да, по этой книжке мне больше всего нравится, я уже показывал как-то несколько месяцев назад, но вы посмотрите на вот это лицо. Вот это лицо, это вот оно вот так вот, да. C++, многопоточное программирование, вот оно все это вот. Это очень хорошая иллюстрация, я считаю. Camera move recalc, camera view projection. Okay, so I think I need to make a matrix here for each map. I will do that. A mat for identity perspective. I forgot all about this. Oh crap. I need a simple transposition matrix. Okay. Math. Бинарники есть, но, в общем, мне не очень нравится, что и как делает Chrome. Поэтому Firefox. Пока Firefox. Reference frame. What? Reframe inverse. Show ID the quaternions here. Oh, I don't remember. Hey, mat4 F translation. I do have one. This is great. mat4 translation. Now, which is map offset. And I do need to multiply it with mat4. Multiply this by G camera view projection. And then I need to use this. This is basically const at this point. MVP. G model. Yeah, this is unnecessary. So implicit aim at formal. Yeah, probably I should specify the type here. And yeah, this is also a structure. What? Okay, I do have some driver issues here, obviously. Or not driver, or I have matrix issues here. I'm not sure what's going on. What is this? I think I should suppress lots of these messages. Material C. 7. Let's suppress this. Texture C, what was this? 162. This is completely unnecessary. And then I should output the offset. Int f. Set. Which is map name, map offset x, map offset y, map set. Геккерка там в книге есть и атомарные типы, как работают, описано так. Книга достаточно просто написана так. Кстати, в C, наверное, многопоток гораздо сложнее программируется. Не, примерно та же самая фигня. То есть те же самые атомики, семантика та же самая. Единственное, что нету стабильного кроссплатформенного API. То есть это интринзики у GCC, причем там два разных вида есть. Ну, у GCC и у Clang у обоих одинаково два разных вида. MSVC, ну, майкрософтовский этот компилятор, у него своя какая-то штука, довольно куцая, кстати. Но и кленговские с GCC-шными, они тоже. Вот первый из них там... как же они? GCC built-in... Atomic built-ins, вон я уже смотрел. Я уже стримил как-то изготовление log-free фиговины. Вот такая вот штука есть. Это старые. Есть новые, которые с этой семантикой, приближенные к 11 крестам. PCI pass-through doesn't work at all on X399 Threadripper. В чем там могут быть проблемы? Видеокарты и другие карты PCI в виртуальном режиме не запускаются. Там надо читать, короче, там какая-то странная история, что да, конкретные карты не инициализируются правильно. Я уже совсем отстал, до сих пор пользуюсь C++ 98. Да, как бы 11 сейчас уже точно везде, а там уже 14, в общем-то, более-менее, и 17, вот-вот. Ого, какая мышка резвая. Я бы на такой скорости не попадал бы по кнопкам. Сколько дюймов моник? 20 с чем-то, я не помню. У меня вот такая штука стоит. Asus, как он там? Может, коробку от него найти? Я сейчас вот так сделаю. Xrandr. Он ничего не напишет, не да? Черт. Жаль. А где его посмотреть можно? Вот, нашел. МГ 279. Вот такая киса у меня. Очень, кстати, классная, я очень доволен. То есть он вот с таким разрешением 144 Гц не мерцает, как два моих соседних монитора. И там все порты на любой вкус. USB 3.0 хаб. Очень прикольная штука. Но его фиг найдешь. То есть я в свое время заказывал, мне его с какого-то склада один в Москве привезли. То есть последний в России оставался вообще. Сколько? 27 дюймов. Это много дюймов. Большие углы поворота камеры неправильно считать. Можно матрицы проекции достать, когда глюк начинается. Я сейчас доберусь до этого. Что вообще нужно знать по плюсам? Ищу работу, а опыта мало и знаний. Что нужно знать по плюсам? Ну, не знаю, уметь решать реальные задачи нужно знать по плюсам. Все плюсы знать невозможно. Никто на планете, даже ребята с комитета не знают C++ полностью от и до. Он слишком сложный, он не помещается в одну человеческую голову. Что нужно знать? Ну, какие-то базовые основы, там, как STL работает, как map устроен, какие вообще штуки есть, какие гарантии по времени у кого. Я не знаю, можно темплейты сильно не знать, потому что там как бы можно себе все поломать. Я ими не пользуюсь, не люблю. Стрим подлагивает. У меня все ок. Stream health is okay. На мойке 10-битного цвета нету. Он старый, как бы, больше года ему уже. Че по плюсам? Ну, как-то так. Не знаю, наследование, всякие порядки. Exception safety. Что можно перечислить? Вон, есть у ребят кайфовый этот Unigine School. Вот эта штука. Можно хотя бы отсмотреть, но она больше, конечно, для продвинутых такая, то есть там совсем по базовым штукам не ходят, но рассказывают истории из боев. Вот. Есть лекции, которые можно посмотреть, где-то были лекции, они выкладывали. Вот, все видео, вот. Вот, да, то есть знаний достаточных, то есть если у тебя есть знание написать свой собственный STL, который не проигрывает обычному STL, и тем более выигрывает на определенных задачах, все, считай, знаешь C++ в достаточном объеме для того, чтобы там, ну как STL, не весь STL, STL тоже гигантский, но там, не знаю, какие-нибудь базовые контейнеры, типа vector list map, там какие-нибудь hash map, которые unordered map, вот. Какие-нибудь алгоритмы по ним, типа там сортировочки, простые вещи с, не знаю, lower upper bound, что там еще бывает, всякие трансформы, insert erase, понятно, там, что там еще есть. Ну, какие-то простые, да, там, с итераторами, естественно, и понимаешь гарантии, что, где, когда, в какой момент, ну, времена жизни всех объектов, где там копи-конструкторы, где move-конструкторы, где, что, почему может отстрелить, ну, в общем, вот это вот все. Вот, ну, в общем, вот, ну, из того, что я сходу могу посоветовать, это вот как-то туда копать. Anyway, I really want to finish with positions levels today. Let's do it like this. Okay. Center. Offset. So offset actually looks sane. It looks sane. Probably my matrices are wrong. I think my math here is really broken. Like, that for F mode. Translation. Is it really a translation matrix? Like, yeah, it should be. See, so if I multiply this by a vector, I do get like, what? If this is a column major, then yes, this looks right because it gets its own coordinate plus what is here. But if I did something wrong here, then it this also looks okay. Okay, I do have a camera here. How does camera work? It operates in simple cam look at. Simple cam look at. What it does is simple cam recall. Met3f transpose, met4f multiply. This is overcomplicated. But yeah, maybe I got the order of this order wrong. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I got the order wrong. So basically this is first 8 maps, I believe. Let's do more of them. Currently it requires, yeah, max map count 8. Probably I should do, let's do 32. Okay, for some reason it's still like this. Okay. Yeah, some random crap here. This is why I want to find the real world spawn. I believe this getting it will get rid of such geometry, which is not like within a continuous place of map. So I do feel that I don't have a like. I do have only like 30 FPS here or something. And yeah, let's look at this. So we start here and in the train here, and we come here and then here and then here. Second door up, no objects, like make it 9. So here actually happened the first map load, and now yeah, one of the levels don't have the door here and have a wall, but then we can see that it's probably connected, and we can go here and then here. And yeah, there's a lot of Z fighting because there are many level, more than one level has the surface, and then there's another load happens, and yeah, this is doesn't look good. And the next load happens when we get to the roof, and we get to the roof here, like from this, yeah, this is when we get to the roof. As you can see, there are no like really bad map collisions. So we go to here and then go to here. And here and here and here. And at this point, I'm not sure that the real map offset is correct. As you can see, like this one should be at this place because this is basically the same, just the level mispositioned. Having a user interface would really help. I feel like landmarks are wrong here, so I should just reposition the level. Now it's difficult to do so. This is a mess. This is a mess that is probably can be fixed, but I will do it later, not today. And then it's difficult to figure out what should be done here. What's happening? I do know that sometime later we end up at this place. So we go here, and then there's a train, which I don't obviously load because it's an object. I don't have those, and then we go here. Yeah, as you can see, like this wall doesn't belong to the previous level, and this level shouldn't have it. Okay, this is a lot of, like, let's get an overview. This is crazy. This, and at some point here we will get to the, yeah, this I remember. We get the kind of board, like I don't remember how it's called, and get to travel through the canals. So I really should have some kind of water shader. Like this is a lot of milk. And as you can see, like there's like this interesting part where you go from here and you could just go through this wall, but you have this long way around to only to return at this place. And then there's this. Meh. Okay. So this is a obviously the player is not supposed to look at this bridge from the top, so it's not there, but it's there if you look at it from the bottom. Greenish, I need to fix light map colors, I need to fix texture colors, I need to fix pack file lumps to load textures from the BSP file. There are a lot of missing textures because of that. This. What is this? So I do believe we have a collision. Yeah. So it overlaps a lot here. We're supposed to go like this. And then like this. And lol. And then probably here or something. And then here. And okay, this is... Or what? Like, to this place, we get through this rod. But it, like, it has a wrong angle. If it, the place. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. After that we go here and yeah, have this area. And then we go here. Yeah. No, this is a mess. I don't understand what's going on here. And that's a lot of that fighting. Probably should do like some clever Z buffer strategy here, like some logarithmic stuff or like inverse stuff. Should read about that because geometry in distance like here gets really, like you can see. So there's a lot of that fighting to loss of precision at that distance. Probably that can be mitigated. Because even at this distance it's like bad. What is this? I don't remember this. This looks like a part of a level here. Like this should connect to it. Or something. Why did it end up being so far away? What the hell? And what is going on here? Is it blocked? Yeah, it looks blocked. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, so this is where things are getting dark. And this is the end. The next one should be the Ravenholm, but I have a map limit here. Okay, so this is what like first how many chapters of Half-Life 2 look like? Anyway, I should really I really need to go now, and today's stream was productive. We did a lot of things, like everything that was planned was done. I will be committing this to the GitHub shortly, and see you next Thursday, or if I have time to stream before that, I will, but I won't promise anything. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for comments and stuff, and yeah, see you next Thursday. Давайте, всем пока, увидимся в четверг. Пока.